All right, so 2022 F-150. It's the 7-speaker. I guess it's kind of their. I don't know if there's a 6-speaker, but there's a 7-speaker up there with the 12-inch screen, and added a JBL Nano to the system. Now, I don't. This is an install for. For people that have this base system. Okay, I can't speak to anything else. Okay, but what you're going to do for install is this JBL comes with this wire loom here, and it taps into speaker leads, and I'll show you where I tapped in at. It's probably the easiest place to tap in at, but somebody else may know something more. If you put it back here, you can ground right there on that bolt. And I don't know if these bolts would ground well because of the carpet underneath them, but I'm sure they go into the threaded metal cab. So they might work, but this was the safer alternative for me, just simply because it's metal on metal. So now you are going to have to run your power cable to, I'm coming down here and coming underneath here, and then of course it runs. Oh, damn, somebody's spraying here. You'll run all the way down here, and then you'll come through the firewall right there, and it's a tight fit. That'll be the hardest part of this whole install. Sorry if the camera's making anybody dizzy, but I'm trying to do the best I can here to explain. So you'll come up through the firewall, and it could look better, but anyway, now you do want to have an inline fuse here when you do this, just for protection. Okay, I made the mistake one time of not having one of those, and nearly melted some of the components in my engine compartment. So anyway, you're gonna pop this off, real easy pop. Now where you're gonna tie into, ooh, truck's a mess. All right, so to tie into the speaker leads, you're gonna have a left and a right, and they're both behind here. So, well, I mean, the left side is around here, and then the right side's over there. Okay, so what you'll do is all you do is pop this, and this whole thing will pop down. The wire loom is right here. Okay, the only wires in here that are twisted around one another are going to be the wires that are your speaker wires. Okay, those will be the ones that you T-tap into. Okay, now if you don't know anything about T-tapping, it's just go to O'Reilly's, tell them what you're looking for. One connection is going to crimp around the wire, and the other connection is going to insert itself into that crimp. Okay, and it makes for a real easy, clean connection where you're not having to strip anything. Okay, once you make that connection, that speaker or that subwoofer will turn on when it feels a frequency coming through those speaker wires. Okay, now you want to tie in right here because the back speakers have full range. Okay, and you want full range going into, you don't want to tie into the front ones. Okay, because I don't think they're full range, because there's a tweeter up there, and then you have your door speaker. I think your door is more just mid, and then that one up there has got some highs and mids too. So you want to tie into this one here, if at all possible. Let me back this camera out a little bit. You want to tie into there, and the same thing over there. It'll be the twisted wires. Now, you may want to get online. I can't remember the actual color codes for these, and I can't think of them right off the top of my head. So my apologies there, but real easy. They're the only ones that are wrapped around each other. Okay, and then you want to come down here, and then you'll see right there, I'm coming back there to the speaker. Same thing here. You're gonna wire loom is right here. The ones that are twisted around each other come down, go back. Okay, real super easy. Now this might be difficult to get, but I am going to attempt to show you what this thing sounds like. Okay, and my apologies, I'm not the best at taking videos. My fingers are in the way, everything else. But let's see if I can get y'all a decent little sound clip here. Hold on just a second here. All right, I'm trying to find something decent bass. And this system is pretty good for just a bass system anyway.
Where you live, yeah.
Here's the tone settings. So no bass, just all speaker, all subwoofer.
2, we can allow you to help yourself. And 3, we can have you replaced.
Hey, see, I really been popping my on a whole nother level. You playing, get sent to the bell. Been on me, I swear they keep calling my phone. I'm like, hold on, let me check the skill. If she get time of day, then I had a good place. So I'm back at the spot, she can be like a pill. Be something to turn up off the perk. Boy, I'm solid and stand on with us. See, I really been popping my on a whole nother level. You playing, get sent to the bell. Been on me, I swear they keep calling my phone. I'm like, hold on, let me check the skill. If she get time of day, then I had a good place. So I'm back at the spot, she can be like a pill. Be something to turn up off the perk. Boy, I'm solid and stand on with them. Ay, I'm popping like corn on the kettle. A line rich from my chain to get hit with this middle. In first year, we on the new levels. I put triple D on my back and my foot on the pedal. I'm chasing ciabatta and cheddar. I really know Mexican start. I call all of them help. We up, you can go check the record. Cause lately I really been ballin'. I'm feeling like Steph. Sit back, let me teach you a lesson. You run up on big extra plug and get hit with this web. Want the Glock, there you all the Wilson. But I still beat up like it's marble attack. She just spray every day to the river. She know that I'm out on my last and her son been a fed. Think he's sweet, put a hole in his middle.
All right, so I don't know how much of that y'all got. I know it's difficult. You may have to put earphones in or earbuds or something to get the real, feel for it. Sounds amazing for guys in their mid-30s that just want a little bit of bass, a little bit more punch. And now the settings on the speaker you're gonna have to play with. You do not want to turn your gain all the way up though. If you have a 10 gauge wire running to it, it's gonna pull too much power. It's gonna overheat, it's gonna kick off. I've got mine turned up about halfway on the gain, which is the power level. The rest of the settings are gonna be kind of your opinion on things. And so you're just gonna play with it, whatever sounds good to your ear. Everybody, kind of has differing ways of doing that, but worthwhile investment for a couple $100 and a wiring kit. The wiring kit I think ran me $40 maybe, AutoZone or something. And all you really need out of that is to have some speaker wire and then the 10 gauge. You want a 10 gauge at least to run this speaker. I'm running 8 because that's all they had in stock that day. That's kind of overkill. That's probably why I'm having to turn the gain down. But you definitely don't want to have the gain up and risk overheating the speaker. And I mounted it back there underneath. Some people will pull their seat out and all this other stuff. It's firing the right way there, and so it's working good for me. But you could put it anywhere. It will not go under the front seats though. It not and be able to move the seat forward and backward and all that other stuff. So all right, well I hope that explained. That's really about the only mod I've done to this truck. Truck's been solid. Just did the first oil change and probably should have done it a little bit sooner than 7,200 miles, but everything's working great on this truck. Haven't had any issues at all. So hope this helps somebody. There again, it's the JBL Nano speaker, okay? And the best place to buy it is probably Crutchfield, honestly. They always have solid deals going on and whatnot. And it gives you the right amount of punch. It also comes with a bass knob, which I have right here. And so you know, that takes, where you can, if you're listening to country or rap or whatever, kind of let you, you know, go up and down the level that you want it to be at, to not, you know, drown out the actual music that you're trying to listen to. So thought I'd make this video today. It's 83 degrees in Texas, and this is the first day under 90. It hasn't been below 100 down here in a long time. So hope this helps somebody. Thanks.